Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome here to race number 10, actually, for the first season of the NASCAR M&M's Cup Series. We'll be at the halfway point of the season after today's race, so hooray, hooray. And this race is a double header because the Oreo Cup Series drivers who just had their qualifying session earlier today, they are getting ready for tomorrow's big race of their season because they're winding down their playoffs or their chase to the championship as far as that's concerned. And one of those drivers in tomorrow's Oreo Cup Series race is on the pole position. That would be baby C Bracken in the number 53. CJ's been dropping through the points the last couple of weeks. He dropped now down to six in the points table, so he's looking to try to turn what has been a struggling couple of weeks around for him. He is alongside the number 88 of Jeremy Isley, our winner from Daytona. He jumped up four spots to 10th in the points table. Maxie Chilton gained four spots up to ninth in the points. He's in row number two. And Harold Farkesco, he dropped three spots down to 37th in the standings. So one driver really needs a good run. He's starting up towards the front. One driver needs to keep, or two drivers need to keep their consistency, and one driver really needs to get his luck turned around quickly. So four different agendas here today. As you look at the rest of the starting lineup, driving the next Coca-Cola Trucks Buffalo Wild Wings Monster Energy interloper we have is Sarah Costello. We'll talk about Sarah throughout this race. As you look at the rest of the starting lineup, points are as follows entering the midway point of the season. L Dorn took the points lead from his teammate L Bianchi. They have a 6 point gap between those two. Sylvia Cunningham dropped the spot down to seventh. Emberly Marsh is 13 back at fourth in the standings. Zachy Panini is fifth. Baby CJ is sixth. Larry Hoyt is seventh. Connor Breton dropped four spots down to eighth. Maxie Chilton ninth. And Jeremy Isley, our winner from Daytona, is 10th in the points. Let's make sure these drivers are rolling off. Making sure we are having. Oh, hold on. All right, sorry about that. As we had numerous drivers kept having problems on the pace lap, for crying out loud. Okay, after how many attempts, we're finally going to get this show on the road. 22 laps of racing today. Cautions are going to be turned on. It's like nobody is going to have any issues. So we're coming to take the green flag here at Papyrus, and the green flag is in the air. We're underway here at Papyrus. "22 laps doesn't seem like a long race on a road course like Papyrus, but this is a road course, a high-speed road course where draft is going to come into play. And this camera angle I really am going to love coming up right now. Watch this camera angle. This is one of my favorite camera angles on this track. That is 42 cars in that same shot. There's Josh Harmon, who just got out of his Oreo Cup Series car into the Xfinity Series car. A lot of drivers doing double duty this weekend. Getting ready for tomorrow's race. Maxie Chilton. So we're looking at Cody Smart back here at the rear of the field. Should expect Maxie Chilton to do well on a road course like Papyrus, as he will lead the first lap of today's race. As we're going to check the back of the field here. Got to be a little careful about this corner coming up because we've seen the trouble spots on this track. There's Sarah Costello. She's on the apron, starting to lose some spots, and that's not good for her. As Sarah Costello is going to hold up Bushy Clements there. Sarah Costello, former Truck Series driver, drove the number 46 Chevy Silverado for D Voiles Racing in the Coca-Cola Truck Series 2 seasons ago. Did not make the playoffs, but was very consistent and ended up winning the Rookie of the Year title. She also did not find victory lane, believe it or not. Could have won at Kansas, but we'll never know. There's Bianchi. Let's see where L Dorn is right now. There he is in 15th position. As the field currently getting a little bit spreaded out. Connor Breton dropping back at the rear of the field as C Chilton leads this race.
You got a pad at least. All you need is a hand up. Okay? Hand up. You know what I'm saying? Mom. I'm sorry, Sally. We call each other names. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Just tell her. Just calm
down. There's Connor Breton at the rear of the field. Oh, we got a 3-1 action. Somebody just scraped the wall there. As there's the 0-0. JP had some contact with the wall. Dylan Cunningham gonna put him 3 wide. Oh, Muhammad Zain just got up into the wall there in the 19. That's not gonna do him any good. Ayrton De Silva's got a lot of left side damage on his Chevy. Of course, Chevrolet has not announced a new replacement to replace the Camaro that some of these cars are running. So TBD on when that announcement will be. There's Austin LaGrange in the 74. Jeremy Isley, Christopher Bright. Haven't talked much about Austin LaGrange the last couple of weeks. Dropped 2 spots down to 29th in the points. You see how the cars moving around a lot. As L Contreras just got up into the wall there. Oh, Shane Scott got into the wall. Last week's winner from Gateway. It's like he rode the wall a lot, and he's dropping. He was last scored in the 15th position. He's going to drop back through the running order. As we got a battle for the lead between C Chilton and Harold Farkesco. Harold Farkesco comes in this race 37th in the points. It's been a difficult season for that 99 team. If you haven't heard recently, plans for this series as far as the plans for this series for season 2 has not been announced yet, so Don't know if this will be a one and done series or if there's going to be a different series I'm going to have. We'll just have to wait and see. And there's CJ Bracken, Josh Harmon. Hit the wrong camera angle. Ellie Rose has got some left side damage on her Chevrolet. Same with Sylvia Cunningham. Lauren Ekstrom scraped the wall just a tiny bit. Look at this gaggle back here. I thought we are going to have a single file here. Here's a good camera angle. A couple of drivers are really going to take some hits in the standings. And for some of these drivers that are running in this race today, how this will help them for tomorrow's race for the Oreo Cup Series, we're going to have to wait and see.
Weight loss. For so long, I felt stuck. But Zepbound means change. Zepbound is for adults with obesity to help lose weight and keep it off. It's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss. It's changing how much weight I lose, up to 48 pounds. And some lost over 58 pounds. Don't take it or look into it. For you, for someone in your family,
as Maxie Chilton still leads this race. Sarah Costello's dropped back into the 41st position. While this race is going on, we're going to take a commercial break, and if there's trouble that happens, as Chilton just got up in the wall and Harold Farkesco leads. See if anything happens here. If not, we're going to take a... Oh, I think we might have had an incident. Yeah, we must have... Oh, got some cars off the pace here. I was just getting ready to say, did we have an incident? Looks like the answer is no, but the field is a lot spread out, so... As Harold Farkesco takes the lead, we're going to step away for a commercial break. On the other side of the break, more M&M's Cup Series racing here at Papyrus. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back to the M&M's Cup Series race here at Papyrus, as we're getting a nice little view of the front straightaway with all 42 of our drivers still running. Glad to be back with you guys. D DeVoe is here at Papyrus. Brad Lewis, our producer and engineer, back in our Blue Hedgehog studios. You haven't missed much of the racing so far. Everybody's been keeping it clean and green, which is a little surprising to me on a road course, considering how high the AI difficulty I have on this track. The Contreras just got up into the wall again. All it's doing is hindering his progress. Josh Harmon underneath Harold Farkesco. So we've had a change for the lead, and it is Skylar Taylor who just took the lead. And Skylar looking to lead the lap as we're nearing the midway point of this race here today. Looks like Maxie Chilton just took the lead back. Trying to see if there's anybody that's had any troubles while we were in commercial break. I thought I saw some smoke up ahead, but apparently I'm just seeing things. Nope, didn't see any smoke. That's kind of surprising. Be 11 to go when they cross the line. Here comes, who's that on the inside? Is that Cunningham on the inside? Yep, that's Cunningham. Skylar Taylor through the block. And they're definitely going to get around the 4 machine. The 5 is out of Our Motorsports. The 4 out of Alpha Prime Racing, or APR for short. Dylan Cunningham out of Colleague Racing. As Skylar just got into the wall again. Checking back here at the rear of the field. Oh, we got some debris. 32's got a lot of left side damage on the Volpley Chevy Camaro. A lot of drivers struggling, trying to have good results here today. Matt Gums having a run. Back up front with the 4 of Maxie Chilton. Let's take an onboard with Maxie. So we take a lap around the Papyrus track. And a true. As Harold Farkesco goes by. Skylar Taylor drafting, so it looks like Maxie doesn't have any help as we go in this only right-hander on this track, this road course. Make sure you stay off that guardrail. So we head into turn number 6 on this circuit. Then we head down the straightaway. Getting ready to hit 4th gear as we're coming down the straightaway. Down the front straightaway we go, and that is a lap around Papyrus with Maxie Chilton, the driver of that machine, as they're all in 3rd gear still. Cole Coybe underneath L Dorn. Seeing if we're going to get a caution or not in this race. Doesn't look like it. Jeremy Isley in the wall as I just hit the wrong camera angle. I apologize about that. Look at the left side damage on the WeatherTech Chevrolet. As we're checking, see if anybody's had any problems. Whether we're going to have a caution or not. Zachary Fitzwater back at the rear of the field. Of course, that's Fitzwater's name with Annie Thomas, the driver of that ride. If anyone's asking what I'm watching Dog the Bounty Hunter as of this recording. Hope you all don't mind. If ever I get in trouble, I should message Dog the Bounty Hunter to see if he can boost my spirit. As there's Tori Gossett running in the top 5 as far as that is concerned. Want to remind everybody, while this race is still going on, this copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the World Racing Association and the Blue Hedgehog TV. For the private use of our audience, any reproduction or rebroadcast or retransmission or any other disseminations of that was contact between Dylan Cunningham and Maxie Chilton. Descriptions or accounts of this race without the express written consent of the World Racing Association, the Blue Hedgehog TV is prohibited. Blue Hedgehog TV and the World Racing Association want to thank you fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. That was nearly a wreck there for the lead with Dylan Cunningham and Maxie Chilton. Boy, a lot of these drivers are really struggling today. And I can't believe these guys and gals are just keeping it together, which is really, that's the word I'm looking for, really surprising. What's really amazing, they've gone this long without a yellow flag, but it's also surprising to me that these, and remember, this track has no safer barriers. It's only a guardrail, so these composite bodies have really done a fantastic job of taking less and less of the beating versus say the older Xfinity cars from the 2000s, because it would just ruin your race big time. Zachy Panini in second. Loopy Contreras now 3 wide. Oh, Jeremy Isley up in the CJ Bracken to the wall. And that all started with, oh, there's contact. CJ's into the wall. How did everybody get through that? I do not know. How did everybody not hit baby CJ? That was impressive. But CJ was running 10, so he's going to drop all the way back. And that all started when Loopy Contreras got the wall. Isley made it 3, or Isley made it 3 wide, rather. And CJ ran into the WeatherTech Chevrolet, and it costed CJ a lot of positions. CJ was running in the 10th position last time by. He's in 24th. He lost nearly 15 positions. How that was not a caution, I will never know. And how everybody missed. How did everybody not get involved? I will never know. As, whoa, Tori Gossett got loose trying to avoid Dylan Cunningham there. I tell you what, that was nearly a wreck. Thankfully, it wasn't, surprisingly. Now, baby CJ is going to have to catch up. We're just going through the field, see if anybody's had any issues. Zachary Fitzwater dead last right now. That's not good.
So today, this is a good one to let him test his skills on. Our next victim is Solomon Ford. He's felt to appear on second degree assault. He looks a wild like a wild guy. He looks crazy to me. Now, Justin, I'm sorry to pick on you today, but I'm trying to get you graduated. What are you looking at, Justin? What will you see first? Forehead and scar. You hear that? See the scar right there? That's going to tell if it's him, right? That's very good, Justin. I've been hoping for this since the first day. I'm hungry for these criminals, so now it's just time to see if I'm hungry enough.
It's like Tori Gossett got up into the wall there, in the guardrail. We're just going through the field, see if anybody's had any problems. So far, so good. Nobody has had any issues. Up, 91's in trouble. 91 is blown up. That's Ayrton de Silva. Looks like something has let go on that machine. Let's see. Yep, something has let go on that 91. As he's trying to limp it back to the garage. Hopefully he's not leaving a trail of oil and all that. Of course, he was running 35th at the time of the incident. So he will be the first driver out of this race, and he's heading for turn 7. As long as he stays out of the middle of the race, yeah, he's going to get down on the apron. Okay. So he's going to be on the apron just out of harm's way. So we're going to remain under the green flag, but that is a tough break for Ayrton de Silva. And he dropped 6 spots to 28th in the points. Unfortunately, hold up, the caution is out. Caution is out for the first. Oh, Austin Scott, and who's that on the apron? Austin Scott, and that's UCSL. And they took the caution with 3 to go. I don't know if we're going to get back to green or not. It was a gearbox issue for the 91, so that's a tough break for the 91. So caution's out for the first time today. Let's quickly jump back, look at a replay, see what happened to UCSL and others. Well, there were some other drivers we didn't realize involved. Matt Gumbs, JP Latero. See what happened here. See, and this is what happened almost with Isley earlier. Cody Smart got a piece of it, didn't realize he was involved. Tyson Aquino in the 92 didn't realize he was involved in this. So there were some drivers we didn't realize were involved. There's where the 70 got a piece. There's where the 14 Sylvia Cunningham didn't realize she was involved. There's UCSL, knew he was involved. And Austin Scott's going to run in the back of the 14. Sarah Costello got through somehow. Oh, Mohammed Zain, Jacob Foster, didn't realize those drivers got a piece of it. Let's see who Zain hit. He got in the grass. Oh, he was the one that hit the 24. Jacob Foster hit the 19. So there was a lot of drivers we didn't realize that got a piece of it, and there's going to be some drivers, unfortunately, going to be out of this race. Caution's out for the first time today. I don't know if we'll get back to green, but we're going to find out shortly as we're going to head back to live action. White flag was just displayed over the 71, so we are definitely not going to get back to green flag racing, which is a bit of a shame. So we had a nice little green flag run, and then that caution will definitely going to end this race under the yellow flag. And as things stand, the classic Chevrolet out of DGM is going to get their first win on the season. So that would be great. So unofficially, the top 10 looks like this. Zach Panini, Maxie Chilton, Josh Harmon, Tori Gossett, Skylar Taylor, Harold Farkesco, Lucian Bianchi, Dylan Cunningham, Bushy Clements, and L Contreras will complete the top 10. Here comes the yellow and the checker flag for Zachy Panini as he's going to take his first career M&M's Cup Series race here today at Papyrus. For Josh Harmon and Skylar Taylor, good runs for them. This could give them good confidence going into tomorrow's Oreo Cup Series race as they continue their battle to make the playoffs. And for Josh Harmon, trying to stay in the top 30 in points, that was win count for a spot into the playoffs. Standings are now official. We basically gave you the top 10. Top 15 was completed by Aaron Crowder, Dylan Ebrahimian, Jeremy Isley, Rogel Dorn, and Austin LaGrange. Good run for Austin LaGrange, if you ask me, here today. Look on down to the remainder of the finishing results. A lot of drivers got involved in that big wreck here today. We ended up having 32 drivers finish the race. Cole Coybe being the last of them. Quinton Moore did not reach the conclusion of the race. Also out of the race was Everly Marsh, Connor Breton. What a shame for Sarah Costello. Looks like there was a incident. This was due to that big one we just had. Daniel Gitirokh, Sylvia Cunningham, Matt Gomes, UCSL, Austin Scott, and Ayrton De Silva retired with a mechanical problem. He was not involved in that big wreck. So those drivers that just DNF joined the 91 car back in the garage area. And this is really going to hurt Sylvia Cunningham. She came in this race third in points. As we look at the points here, or look at the finishing results, Rogel Dorn 14th was the points leader. L Bianchi, who was 6 points back, got 7 points. So looks like Bianchi's going to retake the points lead heading into next week's race. But who would be third on back? That's going to be up for grabs. As looks like Papyrus once again played its part in shaking the points up, and we're going to have a point shakeup heading into next week at Sonoma Raceway. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race from here at beautiful Papyrus. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the World Racing Association crew today. We've shown your full finisher results. Your point standings are down in the description heading into next week at Sonoma. Tomorrow, we have the Oreo Cup Series 23rd race of the season coming your way from here at Papyrus. And then it's All-Star Race Weekend. For just the Winston Cup Series only, they will have the Winston Open Shootout, followed by the Winston Open and the Winston Saturday Night Racing. And then next week, Red Bull GT Series will be off. We'll see these drivers at the Infineon Raceway at Sonoma. Then we'll head east to Hillside for the Oreo Cup Series. And then Trucks, Busch, and Winston Cup begin their road to the chase for the championship. That'll be coming away fairly soon. Until then, I'm D Ebrahimian signing off. We'll see you guys next time as you've been watching another broadcast courtesy of the World Racing Association, the greatest racing since 2013.